preparing to put new sewer lines in when suddenly the water line, which we understand was a main water line, just suddenly exploded. And when that happened around noon, they desperately tried to get it under control. They were trying to shut it down, but again, it was a main line. They ran into some difficulty. And then, sure enough, the water line caused the main gas line. We're told it was a high-pressured gas line, caused it to explode. So suddenly you had both water and gas shooting up into the air. As I talked to some of the witnesses who were down there, they said they just knew it was only a matter of time before it would blow entirely. One gentleman who was sitting nearby says he saw it. There was a telephone pole of sorts, and he said it looked just like a movie where you had the gas just stretch right over to that electrical line, and boom, that's when the flames just burst up into the air. Of course, throughout the hours previously, they were evacuating the area because they did have a sense that something was going to happen. This is what witnesses and people who are right near the area tell us, that they did have plenty of time to get out. In fact, we talked to some people at an elder care facility, and they said they had time to get out as well and to clear all of their clients out who were in for the day. They were actually doing some tax work, but everybody got out of the area safely. And here now we can actually hear from that construction worker who was there right as this all unraveled.
Yeah, it was.
Can you tell us what happened? That had to be pretty scary.
No, it was all right.
What happened?
A water line. Is this going to be on TV?
Yeah. Just with about 5 other people, just about tell us what happened.
A water line blew out and undermined a gas main, and the gas main broke, and gas went up in the air, and it hit the wires and finally ignited. And little fire and explosion.
What, little?
Little, yeah.
When you guys were down there, I mean, when the water main broke first, did you realize what was coming next, or did you have time to get out?
Yeah, we had time. The water main broke about noon. So we had plenty of time. They couldn't get the water main shut off, and it just kept undermining the gas main. So it was just nothing we could do, really.
Was it? They said. Now that was Tom a little concerned about being on TV at first because he was still a little shaken after all of this happened. Again, they had time to get out, but as he told us, he'd seen some gas lines break before, but never anything like this. Unfortunately, there are a number of businesses down there that obviously have been destroyed. We're told there's a Walgreens that's been destroyed, a 7-Eleven that was burned pretty well. There's a doctor's office that was destroyed, and numerous other buildings as well may have been damaged. But something else that's a problem, what we understand, is that we talked to the mayor as well, and something else that we understand is because of this road widening project and the construction, many of these businesses have been having trouble lately. You know, you don't get quite as much business, and now this. So hopefully they'll all be able to recover. We're not sure the extent of the damage, but we're told it's pretty bad. And when you saw those flames, I'm sure it is. Bill?
Now, they were evacuated a block out each way. Is that right? How far are you away from it right now?
Right now, we're just about a few blocks away from the area, I'd say. Yeah, probably about 3 or 4 blocks away from the area. And we've covered both sides so far, so we've had a chance to talk to several businesses in and around it. The main thing everyone says is just, number one, the size of the flames. It looked like something out of a movie. And number two, the heat. They said you could feel the heat almost before you could see anything else. And of course, the very strong smell of gas in the air. But considering how bad that was, when you see that video, it's very fortunate at this point that we haven't had any reports of any injuries.
Amazing. It is amazing, yeah.
Thank you, Suzanne, very much. And the different vantage points we've seen, too, of the fireball, just quite shocking. Thank you, Suzanne. We'll get back to you later on. And the other crews are standing by as well. Jack Shea at the high school.